friends, the time has come to raise the roof and have some fun. Do what there's work to be done. Let the music play.
May I acknowledge the presence of the acting chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Honorable Omiete Eferbo, and his executives. You're welcome.
Body, glamour. Yes, sir. Everyone you meet, dancing in the streets all night long. Hey, I say, everyone you meet is dancing in the streets all night long. I say, everyone you meet is dancing in the streets all night long. All night, all night, hey. All night. I say, all night, all night, all night, all night, all night, all night. natural equity and good conscience. Tell me what to do, I will do it. Sell me on an errand, I will go for you. That's what's important to natural equity and good conscience. You see, I ain't bad places, I will make a living good again. She talks so much, I'm gonna cut some out t-shirt. You don't like the way she walks, no my fault.
May I recognize senators here present? We have distinguished Senator Fabio Goodwill Obot, distinguished Senator Barao I. Jibrin, distinguished Senator Ali Ndomie, Senator Ibrahim Bomai, Senator Opeyemi Bamidele, Senator Solomon Adeola. We also have Senator Dende Memsa Emmanuel, Senator Dr. Titus T. Zam, Senator Asukwo Ekpeyong, Senator Ohere Sadiku Abubakar. We also have Senator Kenneth Eze Emeka, Senator Dickett Plank, Senator Nweboyi Onyeka, Senator Issa Jibrin, Senator Karimi Sunday Steve. Also in attendance is Senator Jim Kuta David, Senator Saliu Mustafa, Senator Darlington Wokocha, Senator Rufai Hanga, Senator Jaribe A. Jaribe, Senator Napoleon Binkap Bali, Senator Abdulaziz Musa Yaradua, Senator Dandutse Muntari Lawal, Senator Patrick Mabweze, Senator Eteng Williams, Senator Fasui Cyril, Senator Adara Modu Adeyemi, Senator Salisu Shwaibu Afolabi. Other senators here present are Senator Daniel Justice Ulubenga, Senator Ipin Sangba Emmanuel O, Senator Jimo Ibrahim Folorushaw, Senator Akintude Yunus Abiodun, Senator Ali Sharafaddin A, Senator Abiru Mukail Adetokumbo, Senator Buhari Abdul Fatai, Senator Adebule Idiat Oluranti, Senator Sani Wasiu Eshilokun, Senator Ifeanyi Oba, Senator Kabir Marafa, Senator Issa Misao, and Senator Ismaila Kaladahua. You're welcome, distinguished senators.
Yes, I want you to be mine. I want you to be my angel. I want you by my side. Be my girl. Oh yeah. Yes, I want you to be my angel, to guide me when I do. I want you by my side. Be my girl. Oh yeah. she'll give you the friend for life. That's what she told me the other day. When I walk, she gave me that funny kiss. I understood what she meant by friend for life. She gave me the friend for life. Tell me, ain't you feeling the same? What is it? It's a free man prayed for. You know, to see the old man as a boy. And I know, oh, she be mine. Oh, I felt it. Oh, in my heart. Oh, my heart does. Oh, love you so. Oh, oh yeah. 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 To keep on town, some old school songs. It's a Laffy Band right here in Peach City. I've got sunshine on the clouds today. When it's cold outside, oh, I've got well, I guess you say.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this is announcing the arrival of the President-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Led by His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, CON, GSSRS Life Bench. Please remain standing for the national anthem.
Please remain standing as we take the opening prayers. And
We invite Venerable Richard O'Hara to take the opening prayer.
Let us pray. Father Almighty, we thank you for this day you've given and for the safety granted all who are here for this occasion. Lord, we pray your presence here with us. And grant that all we hear do will be to the praise and glory of your name. Grant this petition, for we make it through the merits of same Christ our Lord.
you may be seated, please. We'll give you a few minutes to settle in. On behalf of His Excellency, the Deputy Governor, Wike, CON, and his lovely wife, and on behalf of all the beautiful and hospitable people of Rivers State, Your Excellencies, it is a great honor to welcome to the State Banquet in honor of His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the President-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause to bring him into this event. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, we're gathered here tonight in a celebration that is like no other. Nights like this go beyond the merriment, the compliments, and the entertainment. Nights like this cement the very fabric of our togetherness. Tonight, as we gather, we celebrate excellence, history, culture, music, our culinary diversity, and of course, our oneness, as celebrated in the national anthem, an instrument that binds all of us together as one. Tonight, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it will be difficult to recognize everyone that is sitting in here tonight. On my left side is enough dignitaries, respected dignitaries and Nigerians to cause a change in any sector of the country. But an honor like this is being bestowed on the President-elect because of what he stands for. But beyond that, because of who is hosting him. So as we gather here tonight, we want to let you know that there's a lot that we will do, but we would please ask that our distinguished guest honor us with a blanket recognition, because if we begin to recognize everyone here tonight, we would not leave. That said, I would like to invite the SSG, Dr. Tammy Wenike Dagogo, to please come give us a welcome remark to highlight and signpost why this evening is important. Please give him a round of applause.
Your Excellency, the President-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, our leader, the governor, indefatigable governor of Rivers State, Chief Barrister Nyesom Wike, Commander of the Order of the Niger, Grand Service Star of Rivers State, Life Bencher, and the Infrastructure Governor of Nigeria, is here with his erudite and amiable wife, Her Excellency, the Honorable Justice Suzette Nyesom Wike. Their Excellencies, other state governors in our midst, Your Excellency, our father, the former governor of Rivers State, Sir Dr. Peter Odili, is also here with his erudite and amiable wife, the Honorable Justice Mary Odili, JSC retired, and all other former governors in our midst, distinguished senators in our midst, honorable ministers, Right Honorable the Speaker of Rivers State House of Assembly, and all other members of the National and State House of Assembly, my Lord the Chief Judge of Rivers State and all judges in our midst, all the distinguished elder statesmen in our midst, my Lord spiritual and temporal, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me crave your kind indulgence to please rest on the protocols the Master of Ceremony has established. The protocol tonight is so overwhelming. I don't want to do violence to what has already been established. Let me, on behalf of His Excellency the Governor, the government and the good people of Rivers State, welcome all our distinguished guests to this state banquet in honor of our dear President-elect. Let me particularly welcome our President-elect and your distinguished entourage to this state banquet, and indeed to Rivers State, the treasure base of the nation. I want to thank you on behalf of Rivers people for this visit. We know that this is the first state you are visiting as President-elect on a walking visit. We are very grateful. It means a lot to us. Tells us not just that you value our governor, but also tells us that you truly love Rivers State and her people. I must say that this visit has reassured us that our votes for you, sir, is not in vain. It is a worthwhile investment in our glorious future. And we thank our governor for leading us aright. Because we believe strongly, Your Excellency, Mr. President-elect, that magic wand you use to transform Lagos to a center of excellence, you bring it to bear on Nigeria as a whole, and this country will become a country of excellence. This is one moment in our national history when I believe that preparation, experience, competence, courage, and commitment has met the right opportunity in providing leadership for our country. Indeed, greatness beckons on Nigeria. I want to thank you immensely on behalf of the governor and the good people of Rivers State for this auspicious visit. And on that note, I want to welcome you, your distinguished entourage, and all our distinguished guests to this state banquet. I wish you bon appetit. Welcome, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, culture and history do not only entertain or make us happy. Together, those two core parts of our society help to define our essence and our being. And to further cement and prove that we cannot do without our culture, please welcome the River State Arts and Culture performance. Please give them a round of applause. I'm believing that you enjoyed the musical, colorful, and cultural journey across Nigeria. And please, as a warning, please don't try any of these dance steps on your own at home, please. These are professionals. Next, we are going to entertain you because of the extra hospitality that Rivers State is known for. We are inviting Dipo D and D, a Fuji band, to entertain you for a few minutes.
Aṣíwájú mi, Bọ́lá Ahmed yìí, ọmọ Tinubu mi. Aṣíwájú mi, Bọ́lá Ahmed yìí, ọmọ Tinubu mi. Wọ́n méwu rẹ̀ dúdú, wọ́n mú rin gbòòfà. Ọmọ Tinubu mi, wọ́n má kú tàn bọ̀ lọ́jọ́, wọ́n mú yẹn rí ní Ọ̀ṣun. Ọmọ Tinubu mi, Ọ̀ṣun ò máa gbà bọ̀dé, káyé máa gbẹ̀mí wọ. Ọmọ Tinubu, ó ní ẹni tí ó ṣe bí aláàrù lóyìnbó, kò lè ṣe bí adégbọ̀rọ̀ lọ́jà ọba. Àkànbí o, Àkànbí o, mi ò gbọ́. Àkànbí jọ. Tinubu, jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Àkànbí mi ò. Jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Olórí ogun nígbà kò gbọdọ̀ kẹ́yìn ogun. Jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Àkànbí jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Àkànbí olórí ogun kò gbọdọ̀ kẹ́yìn ogun. Jagunjagun ló ń bọ̀. Ó yá gbogbo kì níbẹ̀ nígò. Aṣíwájú mi Tinubu máa wọlé má ràbá. Ẹni bá ní òkú aṣíwájú ẹkú gbogbo kì níbẹ̀ nígò. Ká tó fi ìrókò jọba. Ìrókò ní bàbá igi, Èjìmèrè ní bàbá ọ̀bọ, ọlọ́mọ síkàtà bàbá àgbàdo. Ìyẹn ló bí wọn nínú, tí wọ́n fi ń sáré kiri. Wọ́n kò rí ilé wọn gbọ̀dẹ̀ burú nítorí ìwọ nìkan. Àkànbí ọ̀gá wa ọ̀gá. Ọ̀gá wa, aṣíwájú mi, Tinubu, Bọ́lá mi, ọmọ olódòdẹ, Àkànbí mi, ọ̀gá wa, ọ̀gá wa, ọ̀gá wa, ọ̀gá wa, bàbá wa. Tinubu, àwọn ti wí kan. Ṣèbú wọn, Jesus say, ọ̀gá wa, ọ̀gá wa, ọ̀gá wa, ọ̀gá wa, ọ̀gá wa, bàbá wa, bàbá wa, bàbá wa, aṣíwájú mi, Àkànbí mi dà, ọmọ lọ́dọ̀ dà, aṣíwájú mi, Àkànbí mi dà, ọmọ lọ́dọ̀ dà. the woman, is the woman. I see the sweet you, it depend them. I see the bend them, it the sweet you. I see the sweet, eh? I see the sweet you, it depend them.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please can we put our hands together one more time? To also entertain us this evening, may I invite the La Vie Band International.
La Vie Band will take us on a musical cascade, and they'll be entertaining us for a few minutes before we go to the big masquerade. That is something, the performance that you want to watch and celebrate.
Yes, sir.
It's a
special regards to His Excellency in the building tonight.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the next performance that you will see is one that is equal to 21 gun salute. It is given to people who have earned national repute, people who have earned recognition in the international and national spaces. The January masquerades do not come out just like that to perform. They perform to dignitaries who are deserving. And so today, please see this performance as a 21-gun salute. And it's in honor of the President-elect, His Excellency Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Let's go. Thank you. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, every time you see these dance steps, you are not in doubt that the tap dancing that the Westerns have, the Western world has, must have really been influenced by this beautiful choreographed and created movement by our people, especially when they came here and stole our talents and creativity. Ladies and gentlemen, going further, stand-up comedy was created by the blacks during the slave trade. And here, performing right now, is another stand-up comedian that is doing very well. Please welcome Sheyi Law.
Your Excellencies, good evening. I thought if nobody will clap for me, His Excellency, the Executive Governor of Oyo State, will clap for me. Because I remember in 2019, when I attended his 50th birthday, I predicted and I told him he was going to be the next governor of Oyo State. So you can clap for me again now. Thank you. Your Excellency, the President-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, because I supported you, I became the most hated Nigerian celebrity. But notwithstanding, I stood my ground because I believe in you. I remember in 1998, before democracy in Nigeria, in 1998, there was a program by the Redeemed Christians Church of God at Lekki. It was called Lekki 98. It happened at Lekki Beach. And I remember what Lekki used to look like. That day, after the program, it was an all-night program. After the program, I was walking home with my friend. My friend followed me to a church program, but when they said we should close our eyes for prayer, he refused. And he left the program with a demon. By the time we trekked from Lekki to Maroko Sanford, that has become Oniru today, the demon caught my friend. He said, I saw a car key in your hand. Why are you trekking? Then my friend replied to the demon, that was not a car key, it was a cupboard key. By the time we trekked to Babish, the demon was confused. The demon called my friend. My friend, please, can you just enter any church? Let them shout Jesus and I will leave you. But fortunately for us, when we got to Babish, some celestial people were doing their service at the Babish, and one of them shouted, Jesus! The demon came outside and said, never in my life will I walk with a poor man. The reason why I'm saying and talking about Babish is because, Your Excellency, you reformed Babish, you reclaimed the lands in Babish, and all the Mami waters, they left. Today, some of those Mami waters are in Lekki Phase 1. They are waiting for spirits to carry them at night. Your Excellency, I also remembered what Oshodi used to look like before you became the governor of Lagos State. Back then in Oshodi, we had so many talks and people running around, stealing thieves and all those stuff. They were disturbing Oshodi. Those days, I was shocked one day in 1998. I was walking around Oshodi and I saw a police officer with gun around his neck. The police officer was running and shouting, Tifo, Tifo, Tifo. We were the one that heard the police officer. We were asking him, Oga, where are the thieves? He said that they are our station, they rob. And I remember something that happened when Asiwaju became governor of Lagos State. He was not used to bulletproof cars. And one day he was inside his bulletproof car and armed robbers were robbing. And as they were shooting, Asiwaju was trying to open his door to come out from the car. As he was trying to open the door, his driver said, Your Excellency, you don't need to come down. You want to come now to show these people that you are brave? You don't need it. Your Excellency is a bulletproof car. Asiwaju said, who is telling you I want to come down because I'm brave? If any gun should touch me inside this car, you will see yourself. Oh. The driver said, Your Excellency is a bulletproof car. He said, you are shouting his bulletproof car. Did they make it in your presence? Have they tested it in your presence? You better open door for me. Let me come down. Don't allow bullet to touch me here. Oh. I'm not saying Asiwaju is afraid. It's just that as a Yoruba man, we are always prepared. You know, it's only a Yoruba man that will run before they will ask what the problem is. I remember one time I was the MC at a wedding, and then I introduced the couple. I said, ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the couple as they take their first dance. While they were dancing, I decided to run to the bathroom. As I was running, I saw the chairman with full agbada running after me.
I stopped. He stopped. He was looking at me. I was looking at him. He said, Benny, why are you running? I said, no, I'm just going to the toilet. He said, I thought something was pursuing you, okay? The way you ran past me, I've even forgotten to call my wife. You know, and something also happened. I was fortunate to be with a Yoruba king on a flight from Lagos to Abuja. I don't want to call the king because if I say it's the Oba of Lagos now, people will start Googling it. I was with the Oba, we were in the plane, and then we entered turbulence. And as the plane was shaking, out of fear, I turned and I looked at the Oba. I said, Kabiyesi looked at me. He removed his eyes. The plane shook again. As the plane was shaking, out of fear, I looked at Kabiyesi again. I said, Kabiyesi looked at me. He hissed. Then when we landed in Abuja, as we were coming down from the plane, Kabiyesi called me. He said, Ogbeni, the plane was shaking there. You were shouting, Kabiyesi. Do you know where we are going from up there? I said, I don't know, sir. He said, when we are up there, I'm not Kabiyesi. God is the Kabiyesi of everybody. Now that we have landed, you can greet me and we answer you. I said, Kabiyesi. He said, it is not that we are afraid. It's just that we are always prepared. And you know, Your Excellency, I remember when Asiwaju became the governor of Lagos State, and he decided to raise the IGR of Lagos State from 600 million to 5 billion. Asiwaju, you know, they started talking and sensitizing people about tax. But Asiwaju happens to be a generous man. Some people will pay tax of 10,000 naira. They will come to Asiwaju with a problem of 200,000. So I was wondering how Asiwaju was going to do it. Some of my colleagues, they will see me, they will say, Sheyilo, do you know I performed in the presence of Asiwaju? Asiwaju asked me that how much did they pay me for this event? I told him they paid me 1 million naira. Asiwaju said they should add 1 million naira to it. Asiwaju is a generous man. So I did not have the opportunity to meet Asiwaju as the governor of Lagos State. Then Fashola came. I said, yes, if Asiwaju can give people and add money to the amount they have been paid, maybe when I see Fashola, he will also add money to it. So when Fashola was the governor, I had to perform in his presence. And after I finished my performance, I went to go and meet him. I said, Your Excellency. He said, Sheyilo, that was a wonderful performance. How much were you paid for this event? I remember what my friends told me. I reduced my price. I said, Your Excellency, I was just paid 650,000. I thought he would say, let them add 350 and make it 1 million. I said, Fashola looked at me. He said, you say how much? I said 650,000. He said, have you paid your tax? That was the last time I greeted Fashola after any event. And before I leave, Your Excellency, there was this joke that I made a very long time ago. Because as Nigerians, we are a brilliant set of people. And we call different kids. We say, children, you're going to recite A for apple. The first boy that we called, he came outside looking all neat and well-dressed. He said, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kingsley, and I want to recite A for apple. A for apple, B for boy, C for cat, D for dog, E for elephant, F for fish, G for goat, H for house, I for iron, J for jug. And he recited to Z for zebra. We discovered that the father was a teacher. Then we called another boy. He came out. He said, can you recite? He came out. He said, Uncle, A for Alamesi Awadedibu, B for Buhari of Babangida, C for Clifford Doji, D for Dangote, E for Ete Patricia, F for Fashola, G for Goodluck. He went out to J for Jonathan, went out to O for Tubagbenga Dane, went out to W for Wabara, Y for Yadua, and Z for Zainab. We discovered that the father is a politician. Then we called another one. We said, can you recite A for apple? He came outside and he said, Uncle, A for account, B for commerce, D for debit account, E for Equatorial Trust Bank, F for Fidelity, G for GTB, H for Heritage Bank. He went to S for statement of account, went to W for withdrawal, and Z for Zenith Bank. We discovered that the father is a... Then we called another one. We said, can you recite A for apple? He came outside. He said, Uncle, A for Arsenal, B for Barcelona, C for Chelsea, D for Derby County, F for Fulham. He went out to M for Manchester United, and he went out to Z for Zenit St. Petersburg. We discovered that the father is a... Then we called another one. We said, can you recite? He came outside and he said, Uncle, A for African Queen, B for Busybody, C for Carry and Go, D for Do Me, E for F for Familiar. He went out to P for P Square. He went out to T for Tony Tetula. And he went out to W for Late Thompson, Y for Yahooze, and Z for Zulezu. We discovered that the father is a musician. Then we called another one. We said, can you recite it for apple? The boy came out. He said, praise the Lord. I said, why are you asking us to praise the Lord? Just recite it for Apple and go back to your seat. He said, Uncle, A for Assemblies of God, B for Bible Life Church, C for Christ Apostolic Church, D for Deeper Life Bible Church, E for Evangelical Church of West Africa, F for Fountain of Life Bible Church, G for Global Impact Church, H for House on the Rock, I for the Nation Assembly, J for Jehovah Witness, K for Kingdom of Life Bible Church, F for Latter-day Assembly, M for Mountain of Fire Ministry, N for New Settlement Church, O for Overcomer Chapel, P for Pentecostal Church, Q for Choir Church, R for Redeemed Christian Church of God, S for Synagogue, T for the Evangelical Mission, U for Universal Assembly, W for Word of Life Bible Church, S for Excellent Christian Center, Y for Yahweh, and Z for Zoe Ministry. And I discovered that the father is a... But the last one we called, we said, can you recite? He came outside and said, Ọlọ́run bàbá mi ẹ fi yẹn lẹ́dàn. Àwa náà máa recite tiwa Ọlọ́run orí wọn wá. We said, can you speak it? He said, we are going to recite our own. Ọlọ́run bàbá mi. A for Agbero, B for bus stop, C for Carigo, D for Danfo, E for Egunje, F for Fiele, G for Gonson, A for I for Ile, J for Jojo, K for Kilonsele, L for Laula, M for Molue, M for Notice Point, O for Orie, O for Kasibe, P for Police, R for Roundabout, S for Sole, Ọlọ́run bàbá mi, T for Twile, W for Y for Yellow Fever, Z for Zoom. We discovered that the father is a professional. That one I am Oluomo Pikin.
Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause for Sheila. I did tell you that that this is not just a dinner, this is not just a celebration of excellence. It's reaching across the country for unity of purpose. And to further drive that down, we're going to take messages across the Niger, to the west, to the north, and then we'll bring that home with a toast. Please help us welcome His Excellency, the Governor of Jigawa. Please give him a round of applause, please. With messages from the north.
أعوذ بالله السميع العليم من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Our Father, the President-elect, Baba Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Honorable Speaker, House of Representatives, my brother, Femi Bajamiamila, our host, the performing governor, Governor Nelson Wike, and my sister, our wife, our friend, and member of the G5 Plus, the governor of Oyo State, the governor of Ebonyi State, also G5 Plus, my friend, the governor of Kwara State, Abdurrahman, our leaders, the ranking governors here present. I start with our leader, Chief Peter Audley, and my leader, my sister, Justice Mary Audley. Our leader, James Ibori, and my sister, his wife. My immediate boss, the chairman, the former chairman of Governor's Forum, the former governor of Ekiti State, Kayode, our leader in the ranking, Governor Payoshe, or Apavio, Governor Apavio, Governor Silva, our leader and father, Chief B.C. Akande, the governor-elect and his wife, distinguished senators here present, I skip my big brother, Adam Zoshimole, with apology. He's also a ranking member. You know, it's not always, only senators are ranking members. In the governors, we have ranking too. So I apologize before. I will soon join the club. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, comrades and friends, it is indeed my pleasure to be asked to say a few words here. So I would like to thank most sincerely Governor Nelson Wike on behalf of our father, President-elect Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for doing so many things. First, giving us the encouragement when we start this movement. 2, creating trouble for the other function. 3, helping us and encouraging us always. 3rd, and the most important one, for keeping to his promise. He's a gentleman to the core. He's a man of his word, and believe me, a man of courage. I salute you. When he said he will deliver rivers to APC, I started wondering how. APC have never made 25% in rivers. How can this man pull this magic? I have been sent around the country supervising and helping election. And I know how election management is. Then as we speak and we continue to talk, I see the possibility of him keeping to that promise. But then I started wondering, I hope this man will not injure himself in the process. Of course, our mission is the bigger one. The presidency can accommodate whatever risks he took. But I still feel if he's delivering president and he has senators and members of House of Representatives and also governor and PDP, how is he going to swing this? And true to God, the man delivered. I'm still imagining how. Most of us in APC know that I go to almost all the elections in the country. And I supervise a lot of elections, and we do believe we are good in calculating and managing elections. But Wike has beaten me hands down. We thank you most sincerely for keeping to your words, for giving us that victory. And we thank you for yet inviting Daddy today for this occasion. Because I believe this will further cement the relationship between President-elect and the Rivers people. We have been welcomed. We have seen the tremendous support on the road. People shouting, cheering our father. It really touched our hearts. And we believe with very good leaders, everything is possible. Yes. Because I believe this is because of the tremendous respect the Rivers people have for the governor. And he is able to tell them, both president here, both Senate here, how do you call it in the language here? Tideba. It's really amazing. So this has charged us and encouraged us to do good things for our people. Because when you do good, you harvest good. Nelson, you have done well. And that is why you can stand tall and tell your people to do what we call in the north, Wike de Shikapa. You know, rice and beans. And we really have seen it today with the cheers we receive around the city, around River State. It's amazing. So we thank you most sincerely. I want to also use this opportunity to thank our Father for believing in us, for believing in this relationship, because He continued to encourage us to talk to Wike, to talk to the G5. And that is why we have the G5 Plus, because the G5 is now mixed with PDP and some APC governors also. So thank you very much, Daddy, for encouraging us, for giving us the opportunity to cement that relationship and give us time whenever we want to see you to discuss these issues. We thank you most sincerely. And again, for most of us that follow you today, we thank you very much for bringing us here. Wike has taken very good care of us. We have eaten a very nice lunch, been treated fine, and we have seen the kind of development that Rivers people enjoy. So we thank you, sir. Above all, we thank you for keeping your promise, because I have seen the tremendous workload and people lining up to see you. But you keep your promise. You created time, not for one day, but for 2 days. And most of us governors there are gossiping, being jealous. Daddy start with Rivers. How about Jigawa? Makinde will say, Minko. So we thank you for keeping to this promise, because that is why we stand by you. And that is why we believe in you, because we know when you say yes, it's always yes. So we thank you on behalf of the governors for honoring Wike with this visit. But we make a deal in the afternoon, and you say the next one is Jigawa. And I'll be expecting that visit soon. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give a goodwill message, may I respectfully invite His Excellency, the Governor of Ebonyi State.
Your Excellency, dear Father, the President-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, our own Asuaji Bola Ahmed. Your Excellency, you're welcome to Rivers State. Your Excellency, my brother and friends, sometimes the Governor of Rivers State, yes, Wike, and Your Excellency, the wife of the Governor of Rivers State, my Lord, Susan, yes, Wike. Your Excellency, the Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Adie Femi Gwajabi Amila, Let me plead to stand on protocol that is in place. It's quite very difficult to do justice to the protocol here. Your Excellency, our dear President-elect, let me join the good people of Rivers State to welcome you to Rivers State. And let me thank you, sir. You're a man that lives in your words. When we were here to campaign, of course, you were thrilled by the support that you received from the people of Rivers State. And with that honor done to you, you promised to come back. And this is very historical that this is your first working visit. Your Excellency, it shows us what to expect from your leadership. That you are going to be the president for all. For you, elections are over. And it's time to work. And you've started in earnest. We thank you so much. You're a bridge builder. You're the builder of men. You're the builder of cities. You're the builder of infrastructure. And today, God has made you the builder of a nation. You came at a time that the nation Nigeria needed you most. And you're here to do what you know how to do best. Let me thank you for your first assignment as President-elect to do what you know how to do best, infrastructure. And I was watching you when the governor of Rivers State was telling you about the refund of that. I don't know whether it's the longest flyover bridge in this country. And I saw Badaru. He brought out a paper. I said, what are you doing? He said, I'm making compilation of my own demands. And Sheyi also followed suit. I said, Sheyi, are you now calculator number 2? Because we know Badaru as calculator number 1. And I was wondering how you were going to tackle that assignment. Looking at the infrastructure that Wike has put in place in the past 8 years. Your Excellency, you've shown that you came with the grace of God and the wisdom of God. Nobody would have given Wike a better answer than the one you gave to him. And immediately, the papers we had in our hands, they all fell off. They all fell off. You say these projects are for your people. And let me join you to thank Governor Wike. You know, when he invited me to come and commission some projects here, I seized the opportunity to talk to him, not to talk to Rivers people. And I said to him, Governor Wike, please, I want you to vote for, tell your people to vote for our candidate, our presidential candidate, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed. And later my party queried, why should I come and campaign for APC and I campaign that Rivers should vote for PDP for governorship? I say, look, I have wisdom. There is no man that will come to Rivers State and see the magnitude of work that Wike has done and see the love that he commands from his people and see the acceptability of the infrastructure he has done and would want to campaign against the interests of Wike. It amounts to committing suicide. And by the way, we have G5, but Wike should know that there was G3. And I said to my party that when this Wike removed the whole governor of a state, what did you do? The G3. And of course, I continue to demand from Governor Wike reparations for attempting to remove elected governors for leaving his party. But today, we are justified. Wike, let me thank you very much for inviting our father and leader to Rivers State. You've been a unifier. You've been a man across party lines. I love one of your statements when you were asked by journalists after the election. You said, look, I voted for the unity of this country. And let me say, sir, that you participated immensely in baking a national cake of unity for our nation when our nation needed that unity. And I want to say, sir, that you are a partner in this cake of national unity. Thank you for all you have done to midwife a very peaceful election and for your successor. Thank you. You must know that you are loved by your people. You have worked for your people. And this is very important. So let me join my colleagues and our leaders to thank you. And permit me, Your Excellency, to recognize all the distinguished senators so that they will allow me entrance to the Senate gate. This is very important. Please, you're welcome. I will appreciate you deeply. Thank you very much, and God bless. Thank you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, to give his goodwill message, may I respectfully invite the Governor of Oyo State.
Your Excellency, the President-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, the next father of the country, come May 29, 2023, Your Excellency, Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu. I'm really bad with protocol, so you pardon me. I will recognize our host governor, Governor Nyesom Wike and his wife, and I recognize all our leaders and elders on the high table. I'd like to recognize our leaders and elders, distinguished senators, members of the National Assembly here. I know that my brother, Dave Umahi, he's stylishly greeted the senators, not because he's looking for any entrance. They already given him his certificate of return, but he's looking for something else from the senators. Well, my mission here is very simple. Governor Wike said, Sheyi, you give a solidarity message, for the visit of President-elect, to Rivers State to commission the flyover today. Well, I said to him, what solidarity message are you expecting from me? First, did you see him wear bowler hat again? He wears Yoruba cap. So, he's already in solidarity with me. Well, let me, on behalf of the good people of Oyo State and my wife, because she's also from here, and that's my own solidarity with him. Let me say that Governor Wike has done really well for his people. I was here in Rivers State as a youth corper, and yesterday night he took me out on an inspection just to prepare for, today's visit and commissioning, to be sure that everything is okay for the president-elect. So we went to the site of where we held the event today, and I couldn't recognize the neighborhood. And this was a neighborhood, so I told him that, this is, I said it in Yoruba accent, that this is Akpara. He said, no, this is Akpara community. Akpara. I said, well, several years back, I was part of the engineering team that took out the flare just behind where that bridge is located today. And it's not just in that neighborhood. You go to every part of Port Harcourt and Rivers State. I've gone with him to commission or to flag up projects in almost everywhere in Rivers State. Well, let me say, well done. When I was campaigning for my second term, a lot of my own people, they came to me and said, look, should we even vote for you? Or should we try someone else? Because most second-term governors, they don't perform. They just come in there, and mark the time. And I said, please give me this opportunity, I will perform. But let me say to them that just like my brother, Governor Wike, has done here in Rivers State, because it is unimaginable that a second-term governor is commissioning projects almost till the last day of the tenure of his tenure. He is my brother. He would love for me to say he's my senior brother, but I won't put that. Because he is my senior for only 2 weeks. He was born second week in December, and I was born 25th of December, the same year. So he's, at birth, you can either come 2 weeks before or 2 weeks after. So I think I came 2 weeks after. That was why he's older than me. He's a dependable ally. It's difficult. This is Rivers State. This is the seat of government in Rivers State. This is a state banquet. And I looked at everybody here, and I'm asking myself, wait a minute, is this a PDP event or an APC event? Well, it's a Nigeria's event. And for the president-elect, what is before him is a Nigeria project. And I'm sure that whether it's G5, G3, G2, or G5++, we have keyed in to the Nigerian project, and we will give our 100%. They asked me just before the election, oh, you've taken this risk. How is it going to turn out? You may be a casualty. And I said to them, if this is going to be my own contribution for the unity, for the progress of Nigeria, then so be it. But we thank God that today we've seen the outcome, and we are quite encouraged to always stand up for whatever we believe in. So I will, on behalf of my brother, welcome the president-elect and his entourage to Rivers State, and to say to the rest of the leaders and elders here, we have a very big task ahead of us. It is not going to be easy. This country we have to unite the country, and it's a lot of work. I know the president-elect has that appreciation, but my word to you all is that please key into the Nigerian project, play your own part, do your own bit, and it will be well with Nigeria. Thank you, and God bless you.
Please give him a round of applause. His Excellency said 2 weeks is nothing. Let federal government withhold your federal allocation for 1 week. You know what 2 weeks is. 2 weeks for the age is, there are people who are older than you by 1 day. They want you to kneel down every time they see you. For 30 minutes even, Abi? All right, so 2 weeks is really important. Ladies and gentlemen, we're still celebrating the president-elect, and we have so many people here to honor him. But most especially, at this point, we would like to ask that we charge our glasses, because we're about to propose toasts. But the first toast will be to Rivers State government. And to propose this toast, I would like to invite a national representation, His Excellency, the Speaker of the House of Reps, to please come move a toast for the people of Rivers State.
Mr. President-elect, sir, His Excellency Senator Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, our host governor, His Excellency Nyesom Wike and his very lovely wife. Please allow me, like others who have spoken before me, to stand on the already established protocol. Ladies and gentlemen, my task It's very simple. It is, I'm not asked to make a speech, but basically to propose a toast to the Rivers State government. However, in proposing a toast to this state government, our treasure base of our nation, it is almost impossible to separate Rivers State government and the personality and the person of Governor Nyesom Wike. Governor Wike, all I have to say to you is thank you. Thank you for being a factor, if not the factor, in South-South politics, in Nigerian politics, and in the elections that we just had. We have been here today. We have seen the amazing work that you have done in Rivers State. We have seen the cheering of the crowd and the people. All of this is just a testament to the love that your people and the people of Rivers State have for you. And that I saw that love has been automatically, without any prodding, transferred to the president-elect. I saw that today. You have been commissioning project after project. Even I have been to one. May Rivers State continue to commission projects even after you. Today you commissioned the 12th flyover since 2019, and I picked on what you said, that it's only 12, and that period was only spans between 2019 and present day. That you were shortchanged of about 10 bridges because you were not allowed to start from 2015, and that if you had started in 2015, today would have probably been the 20th flyover that you'll be commissioning. Like I said, may Rivers State continue to soar. I know and I believe that you have left Rivers, or you are leaving Rivers in the hands of a man who many Riverians have described as a very worthy successor. And my prayer is that after Lagos, Rivers will continue to be the pathfinder for the rest of Nigeria. I can assure you, Governor Wike, that the man seated to your right, the president-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, he never forgets. He never forgets a good deed. So all of that lobbying this afternoon was not necessary. Come May 29th, when we await those famous 4 words, so help me God, I believe the president-elect will have Rivers in his very heart. He said it to you today in very subliminal language. He said to you at the end of his speech that he will not forget, and that you and him will still have a one-on-one discussion. Like Awolowo said, only the deep can call to the deep. He knew what he was saying, and those of us who know him very well, we know what he was saying. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, if you have your glasses charged, let me get to the core of what I have been asked to do. And that is to propose a toast. And unfortunately, the person proposing the toast does not have a glass, so if I can just borrow some water, please. Some water, please. To the people of Rivers, the treasure base of the nation, I say to the people of Rivers State government, as emblem by Governor Wike, may the God be behind you, may He be with you, may He continue to uphold Rivers State government. Amen.
The children crying, one love, one heart. All right, give thanks and praise to the Lord, and I will feel alright. Sing it, let's get together and feel alright. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Thank you.
Let them pass on.
Thank you. Thank you.
To relax.
All right. Thank you very much. That was a toast ably moved by the Speaker. Mr. Speaker, thank you so much, sir. And on behalf of the Rivers State people, thank you very much for words well placed and well spaced and presented. Thank you very much. And the President-elect has asked that before we do the toast to the to Nigeria, he would like for us to recognize members of the National Assembly that are here. We understand there are 41 senators. And the President-elect has also asked that I invite to speak Senator Goodwill Akpabio. Please give him a round of applause.
To God be the glory. Mr. President, come 29th of May 2023, our own Asuwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Mr. Speaker, our host governor, other governors, all protocols observed. Mr. President, this is your first outing as President-elect. Very soon, your next outing will be that of President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. We felt Thank you. Well, Mr. President, tonight is for you, not for the senators. But let me recognize my dear brother, Senator Barau Jibrin, who is accompanying me with other 41 senators to come and honor you in Rivers State, and by implication, honor 41 senators elect and honor the governor of Rivers State, my dear brother,
performing governor, Nyesom Wike. For the good people of Rivers State, you have a jewel in your hand. For Mr. President, my brothers, my colleagues came late because they were sitting today, but they felt they must come in large numbers because you are taking your first step. These people are married to you for the next 4 years. They are the ones that are going to evaluate your policies. They are the ones that are going to advise on a daily basis. And they are the ones that are going to show you total loyalty to bring peace to Nigeria. Peace that has eluded this country. Infrastructure we already know about. Mr. President, you are a product of total nationalism. Standing before you here are senators from NNPP, senators from Labour Party, senators from PDP, senators from YPP, senators from APC. Mr. President, we should have been 60, but we did not have enough aircrafts. So what the governor of Rivers State sent to us was just a 40-seater aircraft. But we have 109 senators, but at least 60 of us were supposed to be here tonight. So we had to get another aircraft, which I discussed with the governor later. So we want to say congratulations to a political magician. We want to say congratulations to G5. We want to say congratulations to the men who have made such sacrifice for the unity of this country. We also want to say that your election was not an election of APC. It was an election of a nationalist. The election of a man who has fought for democracy from the days of Nadeko, a man who has slept in prison for democracy to thrive. A man who also came around. And by the time you started in Lagos State, the comedian, I thought he was going to hit it. We had a place called Marako. As a law school student, you couldn't pass through that place. It was totally green. And you had all sorts of hoodlums. What we call Lagos today is the manifestation of years of planning. If there is anything no Nigerian can take away from you, it's the power of thinking. The power of thinking. Thinking that produces results. That was why we compared you with the speech of that young lady called Helen Keller, when she said, when the press asked her, what could be worse than being blind? And she answered, to have vision or to have sight and no vision. Nigeria has just produced the next president of this country that has both sight and vision in the person of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. For the governor of Rivers State, Nigeria is not through with you. We are very proud of you. I'm from Niger Delta. I grew up in Port Harcourt. I was a student in secondary school here, Federal Government College, Port Harcourt. I didn't want to say it, but let me say that I think you have performed more than any governor that has ever ruled in Niger Delta. And we are very proud of you. So we just want to say that this is a solidarity visit. Thank you for hosting our incoming president. Thank you for being a pillar of national unity. And continue to be yourself. The sky is the limit. May God bless tonight. And may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Thank you. Members of the Supporters Club, thank you very much. There are senators-elect here. Supporters.
sir. Senators. Thank you. I get 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 you, Maria. I get you, Maria.
You know, I saw the senator-elect from YPP. I greeted him. I said, distinguished, distinguished. He didn't answer me. I had to touch him and I said, distinguished. He said, my name is not distinguished. I said, but you are not a senator. He said, is that our name?
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and distinguished senators, we would like to also recognize that there are members of House of Reps that are here as well. Please let's give them a round of applause. Ladies and gentlemen, now it is time to do a national duty. And who else and who's best to do this? I would like to invite to the microphone an erudite legal luminary. Please let's welcome OCJ Okocha. Give him a round of applause to propose the toast to the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Your Excellency, and our special guest of honor, the President-elect, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Your Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State, Nyeso Mezenwa Wike, CON, GSSRS, POS Africa, and Life Venture, and your amiable wife, the Honorable Justice Suzette Eberechi Nyesom Wike. Your Excellencies, my lords, respected traditional rulers, ladies and gentlemen. In our learned and honorable profession of law, a toast to the Federal Republic of Nigeria is usually given, not proposed, because there is nobody to respond. But on this occasion, it would be out of character for me to just say, rise and drink a toast to the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and then I go and have my seat. In my profession, the gifts and the learning that we have indicates that we must say something, even if we are not doing something as the politicians do with their money and their influence. So, Your Excellency, our special guest of honor, I crave your indulgence to say just a few words before I propose the toasts of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. First, I was mildly amused. Where is he? Ali Baba was dressed as a Rivers chief. But Ali Baba, you are wearing the wrong hat. You know, Ali Baba used to use other people as pawns for his jokes. And so do other comedians, like the other man who came, Sheyi Law. He claims to be a lawyer, but he's not of the learned profession. It was Ali Baba in 2001 who came to our bar conference actually a NEC meeting, National Executive Committee meeting in Zaria. Ali Baba, you remember? I don't want to say who invited you to that meeting, because there were some other sordid details that we had. And he told us a joke that they told President Olusegun Obasanjo that they wanted to build a statue of him along a Funu Wari Road towards the Petroleum Training Institute, and that statue would attract a lot of money. And President Obasanjo, our revered Baba, said to him, after Ali Baba had said, you know, Mr. President, givers don't lack. Baba said to him, lackers don't give. It was Ali Baba again that I heard somewhere else. And I may be wrong in this. Ali Baba, forgive me. It's all in the spirit of conviviality. Who said that President Olusegun Obasanjo was making a speech about Nigeria. And he said, I see hope. We used to have an iconoclastic member called Jam Jam. Those of you who went to Ahmadu Bello University would remember Alhaji Musa Ibrahim, Jam Jam. We were of the famous class of 1978 of the Nigerian Law School. So Baba said about Nigeria that he sees hope. Hope, H-O-P-E. Jam Jam whispered to me, OCJ, that hope not be your girlfriend before. But on a serious note, Your Excellencies, we see hope. We see hope under you as President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria come 29th May 2023. You are known as an accountant to be an efficient manager of men and materials. My learned brother Silk, Yemi Oshibajo, SAN, now Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Babatunde Fashola, SAN, now Minister of Works, all came through your tutelage to become the very well-performing government officials that they are today. And so, Your Excellency, we have hope when we see you. You know, our brother, His Excellency Sheyi Makinde, I was just telling my fellow president, Austin Alege there, that His Excellency Sheyi is a Port Harcourt boy. Duncan Mighty should have included him in the song, I am a Port Harcourt boy, yo. He said about Nigeria now, at this particular time, Your Excellency, that we need a Nigeria that will be properly managed and taken to where it should be. And let me recommend to you that select the best men, the best materials to work with you so that Nigeria can make progress. Nigeria can have hope, and Nigeria can see the promise embedded in its corporate existence as a federal republic. So, Your Excellency, in my profession, we're used to advising. I have given humble advice. I'm not sure that you have read the social media after this afternoon's ceremony of the commissioning of the Rumola-Rumokucha flyover. The headline is that you said to my governor my performing governor, my brother from Obiakpo local government area of Rivers State, that you built the bridge. The bridge is your own. I'm not owing you a dime. Your Excellency, you also said that you have to come and lobby me. We are lobbying you. Return the money to us. We all will come to lobby you, Your Excellency, so that we too can feel parts of the corporate existence of this country. We in Rivers State, and that is a point made by the progressives, and many of them you know very well, including my governor from Ebonyi State, who says he will challenge my governor to lead the Progressive Forum, which he did not even form. He was not those who founded the Progressives. But he said he's coming to join them. And I think the governor of Jigawa State made that point, that some of them are in and out. So, Your Excellency, while we wish you every success as the president of this great Federal Republic of Nigeria, please, 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 carry everybody along who you believe can contribute to your success. My learned friend, Professor Yemi Oshibajo, revolutionized the judiciary in Lagos State when you were governor. And that is a template most of us have copied. In even amending our rules of courts, and we now have what we call front loading. Yemi did that and revolutionized the judiciary in Lagos State. We've tried to copy, and regardless of what some have said, I don't want to refer to the Right Honorable, Rivers State is now the leading state in Nigeria. Did I hear AA? Give me a round of applause. Right Honorable Speaker, we have also come to make the mark, and our governor is leading the pack. So, Your Excellency, President-elect, carry us along. Nigeria cannot be a lacquer. So Nigeria must give to Rivers State and to every section of the country. And it is our prayer that God, our Almighty and Eternal Father, will grant you health and strength to fulfill the duties of your office as president. It is on this note, Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, that I invite you all to rise and drink a bumper toast to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
Guitar boy, if you see mommy water, oh. If you see mommy water, oh. Never, never you run away. Hey, hey, never run away, Victor. If you see mommy water, oh. If you see mommy water, never, never you run away. Hey, hey, sing of the Lord.
Thank you very much, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. La Viban, thank you very much. Without missing a beat, Your Excellencies, we will now move to the speech by His Excellency Ezemo Wike, CON, GSSRS, Life Bencher, Governor of Rivers State, to come make his speech. Please give him a round of applause.
Seated. Your Excellency, our dear President-elect of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the Jagaban of Nigeria. Your Excellency, the Honorable Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, Right Honorable Femi, my dear brother and friend, Your Excellencies, our dear governors, the governor of Jigawa State, the governor of Kwara State, the governor of Ebonyi State, and just yesterday, very young man, to the glory of God, we are praying you'll be sworn in as the second-time governor in Oyo State. Who, of course, the youth leader of the G5. Your Excellencies, our former governors, starting from our own leader, our own mentor in the state, Sir Dr. Peter Odele, and his wife, our dear elder, our leader in this country, Chief B.C. Akonde, who came with the president-elect, our dear brother, my former boss, who's a pensioner, the former chairman of Nigerian Governors Forum, former governor of Ekiti State, Ayo. No, not Igbo, hold on. Kayode Fayemi. Ogidibodibo, the former governor of Delta State, James Ibori, and his dear wife. As they paid them, his futures. Your Excellency, the former governor of Edo State, and now Senator-elect Adams Oshobole. Well, even because you are elder to them, you must give them their due right. Another of my younger brother, former governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Bomboy Fayoshe. I don't want anybody to say, I don't want those who are younger to be not to grow. The deputy governor of Rivers State and now Senator-elect, Iparibo Baligan. The governor-elect, and your dear wife, my Lord, the Chief Judge of River State and the Speaker, House of Assembly, the single senator, TBP Silvers here, has he left? Your Excellency, the former governor of Bayelsa State, former Minister, Petroleum, and now Goodwill candidate. We are going to face you in November. TBP Silver, the Deputy Chairman of my party, South, Ambassador Arapaja. Your Excellency, the President-elect, today is the Nigerian project, so anybody will see, will greet all of them. Because of the Nigerian project. The Chairman of River State Traditional Rulers Council, the Amanabo of Opopo. I'm being careful of recognizing Senator Goodwill Akpabio. I'm being careful. So I will recognize him as former governor of Akwa Ibom State. Senator Goodwill Akpabio, the single senators that are here, members of the House of Representatives, former national president of our own constituency, Nigerian Bar Association, and Nos Nalege, senior advocates of Nigeria. Those of you who ran for governorship and you didn't win, I recognize you too. Don't worry, God's time is the best. God's time is the best. And other people too, who sought to be candidates and their parties did not give them tickets. Now that the Nigerian project is in hand, we believe you will get something there. My dear leaders of our state and other traditional rulers that are here, members of our State Assembly, Council Chairman, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, the time is fast spent. Our Bible took most of the time. Before they will call out all the supporters, it's over 5 minutes. And then before he spoke, to dramatize, took another 5 minutes. And by the time he finished speaking, it took another 5 minutes, which means 15 minutes. Me that is hosting, how many minutes will I take? And what would the president-elect, how many minutes will he take? But we'll keep the time for the president-elect so that we can all go, because he has another assignment tomorrow morning. But just to say one thing, to appreciate and thank the president-elect. There are people who may make promise or who make promise. And having won, of course you have all the excuses to give. You know, we are preparing for inauguration. We are trying to put things right. Why not allow me, when they swear me in, I will still come. But when he came here on campaign, he paid us a courtesy call. And I told him that because of the time, it will be difficult. All his colleagues at that time, they are not his colleagues again now. At that time, they were candidates. Now a president has emerged. So you can't be their colleagues again. So at that time, I said, okay, after the election, we will invite you to come and commission project. And he agreed. After the election, I said, let me try. And I got to him, he said, yes, he will still come. I called Badaro, I called Fahimi, that look, this was what our guy promised. He said, you think you will make it? I went to see him in Paris, I took the letter. I said, sir, you know, you made this promise. He said, yes. What time are you looking at? I said, 3rd and 4th. Anyway, I'm with the letter. I gave him the letter. He said, I will be there. Sometimes, this week, this week, on Friday last week. I went to see with some of my friends, colleagues. He reconfirmed that he will come. Mr. President-elect, I want to sincerely thank you for fulfilling the promise you made. I'm not worried about whether those who don't bother when some people say that he said he's not owing us. It's back belly. That's the only one they will hear. They didn't hear the one he said, loving me. They will not hear that one. He will pain them and he will sweet us. Somebody, when he's speaking, you know when a man is joking. The president-elect was so happy. He said, Mr. Governor, what you did for your people, I'm not owing, but you have to lobby me. You won't hear lobby. Bad people. So don't bother about all those social media thoughts. So, for us, we're happy you came and you were happy. What's important? Are you happy? Yes. That's what is important to us. It's not what those who fear the election will begin to complain. Let me say this clearly. Sheyi, Badaru, Umahi, Fayemi, and Co. As far as I'm concerned, Badaru said, how you did this and that. We didn't do anything. Rivers State said, this is where we are going to. It's not about me. It's not about me. National election is different from local election. What Rivers people are talking about, unity, equity, fairness, and justice. So it was simple as far as presidential election was concerned. Where are we heading to? We're going to join the APC governors who have come out in this country to say, look, for this country to be united, for there to be equity and fairness in this country, it is time for the presidency to go to the south. It has nothing to do with party. It has to do with unity of this country. And so having voted for unity, then I have to see our local election, where do we vote? So there's nothing difficult about it. It's only those who don't know what to do, who are confused. We have never been confused from day one. We said it. We didn't do anti-party. We supported the unity of Nigeria, which is more important than any political party. Those who did anti-party are those who violated against the provision of the constitution of their party. They did anti-party. We would have said we must respect and obey the constitution of our party. We cannot be held for anti-party. So, nobody should be worried about how you did it. All I do to thank Rivers people that they saw how this country was going and that they would join the entire group that said, look, let things be done right so that we can move as one entity, we can move as one body, we can move as a people to do things together. And everybody today is happy about that. When we met with Badaru and Co., for me, it is difficult before I trust people. Very difficult. Very, very difficult. Knowing politicians, how they are, how we are. You say one thing here, the next minute, something else is being done. But I've seen some Nigerians whom I can go home and sleep with my two eyes closed. There was a time that when we meet, I asked Badaru, are you sure that you people are not playing us wayo. He said, look, this program is a program for Nigeria. I can assure you we will do it together. Yes, there are a lot of my brothers, Otom, Ibazu, Uguay. It's not everybody who is part of a revolution may benefit from it. Today there have been casualties. But it doesn't matter. They believe in the unity of this country. They believe that power should shift to the south. Whether in course of doing that, they've lost election, is immaterial. What is important? In principle, where did they stand? They stood with us, day and night. As far as I'm concerned, they won. They may not go to Senate, but they won. So wherever you are, wherever you see them, they are men. They are men. It doesn't matter whether some people say, I can a governor face Senate election. No. It's only in Nigeria where I see if opposition wins election, that election was done well. It's only in Nigeria I've seen that. If as a governor now, I contest the Senate and I lose that election, they'll say, that election is free and fair. Why? Because the governor lost. But if I've won, how can you tell us? The governor has done everything. We saw governors who lost election. Bola Tinubu lost Lagos. Presidential election. He lost Lagos, is not correct? That election was free and fair in Lagos. Was it not free and fair in Lagos? Why? Because Bola Tinubu lost Lagos. That is the kind of things we do. If I've lost this election in River State, but we said it, his own time is over. How do you think Wike would have won? Now I've won. Oh, don't worry, they just manipulated. That is just our own system. Look at states that governors lost the election. Nobody's talking about it. Governors lost the election. That election free and fair. Senators lost the election. That election free and fair. Underdog. Today he defeated the governor. Who is he? Yes, he defeated the governor. Who is he? That is not the kind of spirit. Nigeria time has come. For election should be seen as pause. It's ever difficult. Even in my own state here, somebody leaves a party today. In next 3 months, he believes he will win a governorship election. And he tells you stories. He goes to Arise television, channels, and tells you how he will win the election. You are not a governor. You are not a senator. You are not anywhere. You are the APC. In 3 months' time, you have left APC to now win governorship election. And people will buy that story. You have seen, I have performed. How will the person win election in this state? They come, you give them 10 naira, they put in their pocket. They will make noise. Election was rigged. That is unfair. You have said here, look at the kind of development in this state. Except you say performance no longer matters at all. But if you say performance should be a factor in determining who wins election or which party, then anybody contesting an election in another party in this state must think twice. Must think twice. As far as we are concerned, I have no regrets. And I will continue to say it, and I've told the president-elect, the elections have come and gone. You have finished that battle. The battle you have now is governance. What Nigerians want is good governance. And if we want good governance, then we must rally around the president-elect. Because if it does not work, everybody will suffer. We will still continue to cry. All we need now is to say, Mr. President-elect, we want to support you to better the lives of Nigerians. It is not to begin to set trap or how Mr. President-elect will fail. If he fails, you have failed. So we owe it a duty to give him support. And that support should start from the leadership of National Assembly. Give him that support. Because if he fails, he's in trouble. You know how you walk. Some of us are plotting how we make it ungovernable for him. How we make it, he will find it difficult. You are not punishing him. You are punishing Nigerians. At the end of the day, who will suffer? Nigerians. So give him support. Leave your personal interests. Leave about, if I don't support this man, they won't give me chairmanship position. If I support this man, I'm likely to be chairman of Offstream, where I will make money. No. Support him on how you bring policies, how you bring good laws to you, and you make good laws for his implementation. All of you have come here, House of Reps, Senators, check yourself. Are you going to work for the interests of Nigeria? If you are going to work for the interests of Nigeria, then give him support. Give him support so he will not have crisis from the beginning. He will not have crisis from the beginning. Particularly in you people, the ruling party. I'm not in your party. Me and Sheyi were on the other side. All senators here, House of Reps, they have no choice but to support how Bola Ahmed Tinubu will succeed in his administration as the president of Nigeria. Some people were worried, like what Sheyi said here when they came to me. This you are doing is not taking a risk. I said, what is about risk? Let me tell you, there is nothing you do in this life that you will take risk. To marry is risky. Not to marry is risky. To eat is risky. Not to eat is what? Risk. So whatever you do, you must take a risk. This risk I'm taking is a proper one. The risk that will unite Nigeria. And therefore, we must all work together. I told them, even though some of them, their leg here, one leg here. When they heard that Bola Tinubu has won, they came, okay, the sea road. You, why did the sea road? Who told you that I'm the only one that will see road? Don't you have eyes? So it's important that we have to do things to help this country to be the country of our dream. It's no longer party. It's about Nigerian project, as Sheyi, my brother, have said. And that's why we didn't bother. There was no abuse, we didn't get. It's not our business. Our business is, let us work together to move this country to where the founding fathers of this country, why they say there must be one country called Nigeria. So I'm happy. And I have the hope, not hope, the one that OCJ said here. I have the confidence so that I will be safe. I have the confidence that Aswaji Bola Ahmed Tinubu has the capacity to change this country. I met him first in 2018. 2018. Around 2 a.m. in his house, Bodilon. I was sent to go and talk to him, how he can join us. I went to him. I said, sir, I hear you can't find your feet again in APC. Why not join us and let's support one of these our candidates to win the 2019 election? He asked me, who are these your candidates? I mentioned them. He said, look, if it is these ones you have, I will support Buhari 200 times. He told me that. He gave me what wine that early morning, 2 a.m. That's what wine he gave me. And I respected him. He said, if these are the candidates you are talking, I will support Buhari 200 times. I will. And I know he's prepared. Nobody dashed him power. All of us who saw it. He went and worked for the power. And you will see the benefit of it. When they dash you power, you slack. But when you fight for power, you walk. Go and ask anybody. They didn't dash us all. We fought. You are here. Speaker is here. Fire is here. There was nothing they didn't do me here. 2019. They did everything. We refused. Fire is here. He's my friend. And I realized that when you work for it, there's something that pushes you to work for the people. But when they come and knock you at the back, come and take. It's not everybody that will realize the importance. So I'm quite confident that there will be a change. And let us not pray for his fall. Let us pray that God will help him to succeed. And like OCJ said, keep those who have Nigeria at the back of their mind to be around him. One thing you owe him now, those of you, don't pray selfishly. Pray that God give him the wisdom to pick those who will look in his eyes and say, Your Excellency, this is wrong. Not in an abusive way, but in a respectful way. That's the only way we can grow. Don't begin to pray and fast. God, let it be me. Pray. God should make him choose those who will help him to walk, to see that Nigeria is better than what it is today. And I know that God will help him do that. And from what I've seen him do, what he has been doing, I am fully satisfied. This thing we are doing here is a live coverage. They are hearing me. It's not where I will be quoted. No, it's live coverage. Take it, go and play your house. Don't show his leaders. They are hearing me. I have committed to support you, not only by voting, but making sure you succeed. Thank you, and God bless you.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, for someone who invited you for dinner and made sure that you people got on a flight and came here, please give him another round of applause, please. And without wasting time now, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the night has been well spent, but for a man who so much has been spoken about, a man whose purpose it is that brought us here, a man who honorably agreed to honor the invitation by the state governor, we're just trying to sort out the microphones and so that So, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, at this point I'd like us to please, with a resounding round of applause, welcome to the microphone His Excellency, Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu, President-elect, to respond
Thank you very much. Please, let's have our seats. Is the night far gone? But still, let me say thank you, Your Excellency, Governor Wike, and double that with his wife, Justice Susan Wike. I'm grateful to both of you Without the home partnership, it is always very, very difficult to achieve a good result. Thank you, our First Lady. Even though the judicial reform has benefited from you being the wife of the governor, we see that progress being enunciated, and definitely by tomorrow the commissioning will reaffirm that. Thank you. The Speaker and members of the National Assembly, let me go to the Senate, see in the horizon the future that belongs to all of us. If you believe and be a team player, you will imagine what was demonstrated here. A surprise, collegiate, teamship, solidarity. What an intimidating outing. I salute all the governors, respectful, both outgoing and incoming. The Deputy Governor of Rivers State, Dr. Banigo, and the governor-elect, thank you too for the support that explained tonight as a night of success, a day of success, celebration of success of development, celebration of success of goals. For both the Rivers State and the nation. You see politics speaking a different language. Unity, solidarity, building the bridges across the earth. I thank all of you. Only to celebrate the victory that we just achieved. I am a very happy person. let's not respond to banters. Governance is a serious business. And Nigeria is a serious project. We shall all be together to fulfill promises. Thank you, my brother, Peter Odili, and Mary Odili. Thank you for your contribution to judicial pronouncements in this country. We will never forget those landmark judgments and reforms. To many here, and to the nation, I still stand by my promise that Nigeria project is achievable and doable. It's a matter of thinking and doing. We've seen it here in Rivers State. It's demonstrated quite clearly that it's not just mere local support. It's a national support and national belief that will help us walk across the earth. Equally, I had changed a banter with the Governor Wike. If you take me seriously, the question is, I'm a president-elect. I have no signature for expenditure until sworn in. How can I make commitments? I cannot sign a dime of Nigerian money or expenditure. Now, there can only be one president at a time. You don't ask me to go and commit to things that are mere expectations and cannot be fulfilled. I believe in fulfilling promises. That's why I'm here. And we have to do it for Nigeria. The essence of what we have just achieved is right in the front of us. Because peace, unity, equity, and justice in this country is a must. Yes, power is not served a la carte. You have to struggle for it. I flogged myself for this election. And I thank all of you for the support, for the encouragement you gave me to struggle for the journey. But I'm still on a countdown. You are more effective. Yes, you are more effective. Signature. If I signed anything for you now, commit to it, I can pay. For that flyover, how can I pay? Personal? No. It's not. It's not realistic to make that promise. We are serving Nigeria and we will do justice to the country. I hope that cleared the social media fears. I don't respond to them. Yes, no name, they've not called me. It's a free speech society and around the world. I want to say thank you to many of you here. James Ibori, my class of 1999. We walk a long way and we make a long journey. We fulfill promises. We are committed to Nigeria. The unit by unit architecture of this country is that we forge together. Maybe with the solidarity shown tonight by the Senate, we will achieve our peace and stability by forging together. Or maybe we should re-examine our old national anthem. I'm standing here like that. That says the fourth stanza, no tribal tongues may differ, in brotherhood we stand. I thank all of you. Wike, I'm emotional for this reception. From morning till night, till long hours of am I lost for words? Where can I say thank you? If not here. So, loudly, can you get up, all of you, and say thank you? A very big one to my heart. Thank you. You may have your seat. May God bless you. Thank you for every one of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Èmi ọmọ bàbá lówó 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 lówó. Èmi ọmọ bàbá lówó lówó lówó. Elete mo jí emu, elete mo jí emu. Bí èwo lè jábọ́, mo wá dúpẹ́ orí ọlọ. Bàbá mo dúpẹ́, èsì mo dúpẹ́ orí ire. Bàbá mo dúpẹ́, mo dúpẹ́ orí ọlọ. Bàbá mo dúpẹ́, bàbá mo dúpẹ́, bàbá.
All right, we're going to have His Excellency the President-elect, the governors, and then we'll take it, I think, in turns. Former governors, the incoming governor, immediately after the photo ops, we're going to then go to dinner. So please get ready. Immediately after the photo ops, we're doing dinner. All right. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, dinner is served. La vie back, thank you. God.